Good evening from Europe. Good morning, good afternoon, guys, wherever you are. Piotr here, Light Forex Global YouTube channel. And the market is about to close. New York market is about to close within the next 10 minutes. So we've seen the rejection when it comes to the indices. But the dollar is still weak towards the end of the day. And that's, to be honest with you, that's quite a surprise for me. But anyway, let's start with the FX. Let's finish with the indices. So we are going where we are going to know where we are, right? So with FX, just the update, guys, because we clearly discussed where we are, what next, what to do, where to try to approach, bulls, bears, right? So guys, we have quite significant bounce, right? That's, I have to be honest, that's quite significant bounce. Now, I had very small short from the higher levels, which I closed. Don't forget, guys, you can monitor what I'm doing live. Link is in the description, so you can check what kind of the trades I'm doing. Again, link is in the description, right? We were discussing that's the one of the last line of the defense when it comes to the euro dollar, this over under, right? So looks like some pre-Easter long dollar profit taking, that's how it looks for me right now, took place. Now, we were discussing the Friday 2 weeks ago, right? Friday 2 weeks ago, let me make some, yeah. And the low, right? So levels close to 950, that's where we might see rally tomorrow, right? That's where we might see rally tomorrow. There is a one more level, last Wednesday low, right? And that could be significant in case we are going to get the daily close below, right? That's what I think. It's going to be significant. So when it comes to the short side, I would rather look for the selling opportunity at this. Yeah, as I mentioned, at this Friday low. That's the weekly open. All right, and that's levels close to 109.50, and then I think that the levels close to the Friday open, that's the, I would say, short-term last line of the defense for the bulls. If we are going to break through, probably we are going to retest red dotted, meaning the yearly open, and even we might to see the market going higher, trying to look for the liquidity above. I think that if we are going to see spike higher, it's gonna be yearly open, but you know, cannot be ruled out. Anyway, I'm going to look for tomorrow for selling opportunity. So when it comes to the intraday trading, well, if you remember, we discussed this earlier today during the US cash open. Retest of this consolidation, right? We've seen the breakout, no retest. Retest of this consolidation, maybe weekly open. That's what the bulls are looking for, right? And again, there is some kind of the rejection based on this supply over here, right? But as I mentioned before, I would rather look for from the intraday some failure around here. So that's the level we are discussing based on the daily chart and the last Friday 2 weeks ago low, right? So that's the euro dollar. Both bulls and bears should know the levels to trade. Pound trying to recover, right? And if you remember, I'm still medium and long term bearish. Short term, I'm going to look for a selling opportunity around the here. That's 24.30, 24.25, or with the stop count above 25, right? That's where I'm looking for a buying opportunity. When it comes to the to the selling opportunity. When it comes to the buying opportunity, still very similar to what we discussed with the euro dollar. I think that 120, that's the last line in the sun with this over under, but I'm not surprised that we are trying to recover from the current 22 levels. It was the failure below the last consolidation over here, right? So market was trying to hold the low. So it was attempt to go higher, attempt to go lower. Finally, we go higher with some kind of the retest over here. So I think that the zone over here, the stop count here, might be in place. We will see. Anyway, both sides, sellers, medium term above 25, short term 24.50 stop count, buyers towards 22, 21.80. Maybe even a little bit below with the possible stop, so let's say towards 21.20, and then again significant medium-term buyers around the psychological 120 levels when it comes to the cable. Dollar yen, I missed a bit the buying opportunity we discussed, right? Because well, it quite didn't get there yet, right? So if we are going to, it depends what kind of the it depends what kind of the sentiment we are going to get. I'm going to monitor tomorrow around the London Open. So probably I'm going to get the rest during the Asian hours. But that when we might see the retest of this latest weakness we've seen here, right? So that's the eventually short-term buying opportunity. Long-term, I think that levels close to 109.60, 110 as a supply, and that's where I'm going to look. That's the only dollar pair I'm looking currently, right here, right now, to sell. All right, and finally, oil. We are testing the levels we were discussing, so that's the 50% of that zone being tested. All right, maybe tomorrow we will try to get out. Get the takeout. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll try to take out these lows, but we are testing the levels. I'm interested from the long side ahead of the OPEC meeting. All right, that's what we discussed yesterday as well. So I'm going to monitor very, very carefully the early developments tomorrow around the London. OPEC is on Thursday, so buy the rumor, sell the facts. That's what I wanna play here, right? Hopefully we are not gonna be much higher tomorrow morning. I don't wanna stay overnight with the oil exposure. And towards the end, let's have a look. Indices. I'm sorry. Let's have a look. One more. Let's have a look. Australian dollar. That's what I've mentioned, that the daily close is gonna be quite important. I'm already tiny short exposure already have, and looks like it might trade out my plan. So in case we have this type of the close, I may add into the short when it comes to the Aussie dollar. And you know, guys, I uploaded the my expectations for Aussie dollar for a Q2. So please visit the archive section, and you can watch the Australian dollar. And finally, indices, huge rejection. So you know, too high, too fast, too high rejection. And what is important, that we are about to close below yesterday high, and that's significant development if that's going to happen, because that could create opportunity for swing high and retest lower levels, right? So again, well, the thing is, again, you can check my trading activity. Link is in the description. I've been trying to trade a few times. I traded twice probably, or 3 times, a Nasdaq to the downside from intraday perspective. But what I've been waiting for, if you remember our New York cash open, what I've been waiting for, it was that stop count above pre-market high, right? With rally a little bit higher and rejection. So what I've been waiting for, it was the thing that I want to see rejection somewhere here. with upper shadow, right? Didn't happen. So medium term, not that happy. But intraday, I've been trading 2 or 3 times to the downside. So what for tomorrow? That's gonna be that's very interesting question. And I think, yeah, the cash market is closed. And the cash market is closed below yesterday high. So I think that either we are going to build swing high, or still we are going to finish what we discussed today, meaning that we are going to hit the stops above today's high, testing the levels towards 8,500, and eventually rejection from here. When it comes to the buying opportunity, again, we discussed this as well, only as long as we are holding above that zone, right? So we are talking about the levels like 7,970, 7,900, right? So a little bit lower than 8,000 psychological level. But let's have a look what's Asia is going to bring to us. So I'm very curious where I'm going to wake up and what kind of the levels I'm going to see. So well, a little bit activity from my side, nothing extraordinary. Again, link is in the description if you are interested. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to join me tomorrow for more market updates. Guys, have a great rest of the day, have a great night, and see you around. Take care and goodbye.